Well, well, well. Hi. Hello. Hello, hello. So, this is a momentous occasion that I've been putting off for some part. Please excuse me for my ineptitude in that. I'm still learning. I'm just 200 subs, huh? Well, now almost 230, but hey, 200 subs. So, let's get one thing straight. I'm sorry for putting it off as much as I thought. I thought that I could simply, send out the volume 1 summary that I was doing and then do this one and then bada bing bada boom, that would be it. But obviously that didn't happen. So sorry about that. I need to do better. I know that much. And hey, new background for my intros that I drew. I drew all this myself. As you can see, it's very amateurish. But I added my other OC to Ruli right over there, right next to Ozios. She's very cool. I like her. My second Homestuck OC, or Trollsona, or whatever one you want to call it, that I ever made. I'll add more and more after each milestone, just because I think it'd be fun if I have the chops to do so. But hey, 200 plus subs. Thank you all. Let me get that out of the way before I ramble on too much. Thank you all for even deciding to show up. You don't understand how much it's so easy just to not watch something, much less subscribe to it. And you all end up doing so anyway. Whether you come here for the memes, the occasional memes that strike whenever it decides to strike me, which is, I don't even know myself, or my videos of any kind, whether it be the Pester Quest playthroughs or the currently ongoing Friend Sim playthrough, or any other playthroughs like my Binding of Isaac or what have you. I did say I was going to do Dragon's Dogma. I do still have plans for that. I just am not entirely sure if I'm going to end up doing it as soon as I can. I just don't know. It really depends, and that's another thing I want to get out of the way, that my upload schedule is non-existent. There is no schedule. I do this whenever it strikes me, because this is my hobby. This is a hobby more than anything else. I don't want to let you all down. I don't want to let you down, and I don't want it to seem like that I don't care about you. But let it be known that I don't... I don't like disappointing people. I don't like wasting people's time, because I don't like that for myself, so I don't want to do it for other people either. So, when I end up wasting other people's time, when I end up, porking them over, whether it comes to video uploading or the quality of that upload, I try to do the best that I possibly can, but there's no guarantee that it will hold up to your standards. And for that, I am sorry, but at the same time, it's not like I adhere myself to my own standards, but once it's out there, it's out there. I'm not gonna grovel and beg, Wait, which one? Yeah, I'm not gonna grovel and beg just because, I don't feel like it. Pander to people who either barely watch my content or don't watch my content at all, and then it just coming in to be all funny and whatnot. But yeah, I guess that doesn't really happen, and no one's really asking me of anything, which thank you all. I thank you profusely for not expecting too much out of me, as much as that sounds very not great. I guess it's very true that I don't really have much of a plan for this other than upload the things that I think are nice. I don't have any other plan past that. And if that gains me subs, then huzzah. But if it doesn't, then this was mainly just for me anyways. I was just hoping to send it out to people who may like it. And for those who end up finding it, like all of you lovely people, I'm glad that you decided to think that, you know, I am either funny or interesting to watch or what have you. And again, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the funny fun times and all the ones that are coming in. Thank you very much. Okay, so all that out of the way, 5 minutes later in the recording, I'm gonna put an ultimatum, and I'm gonna put this as well in the I'm gonna put this like a short or something, that here's what I'm gonna do, right? I have not read Homestuck Squared. Now, I think you know where I'm going with this, and if you don't, let me spell it out for you. If we can get to 413 subscribers, once I hit that benchmark, I'm going to do a recording of me reading through from the first page all the way to where they ended it. I will guarantee that. The instant that 413 subscribers ends up getting hit, I'm doing it. It's gonna be I'm going to record it. I'm gonna cut it up and whatnot, like I usually do. Not like the last summary thing, that was annoying. But I will slice it up and I will send it out as a thank you for all of the appreciation, the subs, the watch time, the likes, all of it. That's a goal that we're gonna adhere to. So let's hope we can get to it. I hope so, because I don't want to end up stagnating afterwards and never reaching it. Who knows? I may do it regardless, but I would like for it to be at 413. I think that would be thematically accurate, and Homestuck is nothing if not thematically accurate at certain points. So I thought that would be an interesting little thing to go for. But anyway, now it's time for the rambling part, so as if the rest of this video wasn't already rambling, 7 minutes of me sitting here talking at you. But hey, that's my entire channel, so you know what? If you ain't used to it now, I don't know why you're here, I'll be honest. But I think that, okay, before I talk about Homestuck Squared, let me talk about the epilogues. I did a recording that I wasn't huge about, that was mainly just me, like a voice recording of me talking about the epilogues. And I thought I was going to make a video out of it, but then I thought about it and I thought maybe not. Because that was like 18 minutes of me talking about some pretty mediocre epilogues. A lot of people don't like it, and I can totally understand where those people are coming from. But here's the thing. I don't think they're horrible. I don't think they're good. Okay, well, it's been so long. It's been like a good year since I've read through the epilogues, and I kind of blacked out a good amount of things that I didn't want. But, and this is going to be a whole me talking about the epilogues for, I guess, the rest of this video. So, if you want the whole dealio of this video, thank you for the subs. At 413 subs, I will do a read-through of Homestuck Squared, and I will do videos on it until we reach the point where it stops. I will guarantee you that. So, anyways, talking about back to the epilogues. I didn't hate them as much as other people did because I'm a new person. I believe if I was like, because I showed interest in Homestuck when I was like 13 and around 2013, and I was thinking, oh, okay, that seems interesting, but it seems like such a time commitment that I don't mentally have, and I didn't have it until I had time when I was 21? 21? 20? I don't even remember, but it was during the pandemic, and I was like, why not? And then I just did it, you know? I just read through the entire thing in a month. Then I read through all of Meat in like a week, and I hated it so much I didn't even read Candy. Then I read Candy afterwards on the Homestuck Reddit's Discord read through of the epilogues. That was interesting. So, if I were to give a score of them individually, Meat I personally like meat a decent bit more because it has some stakes. If fucking meat steaks. That was the point. That was indeed the whole point of the thing. Yep. Anyways, yeah, I liked it because there was more to it. There was more riding on it. I didn't mind candy after thinking about it and simmering with it for a while, but knowing that candy leads to the inevitabilities of the shit that happens in Homestuck Squared, I'm a little leery about it. But overall, I thought it was fine. The one thing that I will commend candy specifically for is that feeling, and I don't know if I want to use, because this is going to be on Pride Month, I don't know if I should say, sure. Then John, back in Candy, holy shit, that feeling that you get when all of your friends are doing things that you didn't think your friends would do. They're doing things that are completely out of left field. They're ignoring things that you thought that they would be up in a tizzy about. It's like the dude barely knows him anymore. But when you think about it, that's kind of the point. Because remember, John left his old timeline and continuity with Roxy back at the end of Game Over and at the start of Fix This. So that may just be why. But regardless of whether that's actually the case or not, that feeling of having friends around you that you just don't, like, they do things that you just don't recognize. It's almost uncanny, you know, to see your friends in their skin, saying things in their voice, but doing actions that you didn't think that they would do, or you didn't think that they would be okay with doing. It's pretty crazy, but honestly, it's kind of interesting. And I felt for John all the way through. The dude, because I had that feeling right away. It's like, something's not right. Something feels almost alien about these people, and the only one who seems to realize it seems to be the reader and John himself. It's so, like, unnerving that you just get that feeling of, I hope John can figure it out. Whatever it is, I just hope that he can figure it out. But he never does. The world grows up around him. The world continues to turn. His friends have essentially grown into completely different people than what he remembered. But ain't that the whole point of, like, growing up, adulthood? Although the thing with that is, he's had contact with his friends for pretty much forever. And yes, the idea of having a bunch of mentally malnourished kids make a fucking universe, to make an entire, like, Earth, a new world, right after they got off the trauma boat, is probably not the greatest idea. And they all desperately needed therapy, but I definitely would think that John needed it the most. For sure. Especially with all the shit he had to go through. He masked it really well, but it was only during the epilogues that he was able to take a breather and think, holy shit, all of my friends are dead, push me to the edge, shit like that. And you just gotta feel for the guy. Because you know, for anyone who cares, by the way, once I started talking about the epilogues, if you cared to read about them, you would have read them already. If you haven't, it's literally free. All it takes is your time. But I don't know why you want to read them. But anyways, I feel for him. Because he saw the awfulness that was going on in little Tavros's household with the whole fucking the fucking three-way bullshit involving Jane, Gamzee, and Jake. That shit was fucking weird. That shit made me uncomfortable. And that's, I guess, the point. It's meant to make you feel uncomfy. It's not a comfy thing. But guess what? I don't have to, like, just because it is, doesn't mean it's any less annoying to have to go through. But regardless, when he was trying to, like, actually get that kid out of there, A for effort, that's for sure. I would have probably done the same thing if I was in his shoes. But you definitely don't want to try and take a child from their home, no matter how horrible the situation is for the child. It's probably not the greatest idea, but at the same time, I understood where he came from. And oh my god, the scene that ensued, I imagine just like being the Avatar, his eyes started glowing like bright blue, like light blue, like manifestation of wind all around him and shit. He started fucking floating and whatnot. I would have been like, go off, but then no one backed him up. Not a single one of his fake ass friends backed him up, bro. That shit, fake as hell. Fake as hell. Even his fucking ex-wife, Roxy. I imagine ex-wife. Maybe they're just sort of not seeing each other very often. I don't know. Don't care. They all fake. Fake motherfuckers. All of them. The only one who ain't fake was fucking Jake. And you know what? Again, that may be the page in me talking, but I don't care. I don't care, bro. I feel bad, just like I felt bad for Tavros, even though he's apparently a fucking abhorrent human being who's on the same level as fucking Lord English, fucking somehow. Anyways, and I just felt bad that the whole situation. The dude was like told to stop his shit. Like, even though this child has no choice, the child, like, little Tavros was willing and ready to fucking go, you know? He was ready to, like, oh shit, you're gonna save me from my home situation? Oh fuck yeah, let me get my stuff. And then all hell broke loose when he got found out. It was definitely what people call a cock-up cascade, because shit just kept on escalating and escalating. And then the dude was forced to leave. He ended up, you know, leaving out. It's a shame. He fucking saw his dad's old car and he cried. He cried, and I fucking had to stop. I had to stop reading, because I was, like, mentally, I was fucking destroyed. Like, I was done. That was a fucking scene. So, you know what? Kudos to the epilogue writers for that. That parts, that like aspect of Candy, you got fucking spot on. I think you did great. Everything else about it, though, it's that's the only part that stuck out to me, so I really am only thinking about that part in general. The whole narrative bullshit was annoying. I don't really care about Calliope. I don't absolutely hate her like everyone else seems to. I just don't give a shit about her. But yeah. Overall, Homestuck epilogues. Generally, I give them a 6 out of 10. Just because they're worthwhile reads if you give a shit, or you don't even. If you aren't as attached to the story of Homestuck as a lot of other people seem to be, then it's perfect. It's great. It's a little extension of a what-if scenario when everyone's completely changed as a person and they're really just skinwalkers doing completely different things. They're like fucking alternates. It's just it's a fucking trip. But overall, I was intrigued by it. I liked it. There could have been better things for it, but overall, not bad. Could be worse. And it definitely does, I imagine, get worse in 2. That I'm planning on reading at some point for you all, so you better appreciate it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I got nothing much else to say. This will be out after the summary came out, so hey, if you haven't watched the summary, I suggest you go watch that. I suggest you go watch it right. I'll put it in the description even. Or if I can figure out how, I'll put it in the video as well. Go and watch it. Right here. Right there. Anyway, so have yourselves a good day, I guess. I got nothing else to say. Dragon's Dogma will be coming in hopefully soon. After this summer, I'm probably gonna do a video on that. I may just enjoy myself, actually. God forbid, you know. God forbid actually enjoy myself. And just not try to think of a game I can play for content. I got so much in my mind noggin that I just can't seem to base it all down into one thing, you know? I want to do certain things. I want to play certain games and record it, and I want to edit it. But do I really want to? Not really. not particularly. I would like to, just because it would be nice to have it out in the fucking internet sphere. But overall, I'd rather not take the time and effort to set up the recording, to set up my microphone if needs be, and get all that shit started just for a thing that I'm not even sure I'm gonna send out, you know? So, who knows? Who the fuck knows? Anyways, I tried to, you know, leave this video like twice before. Third time's a charm. Have yourselves a lovely day, evening, afternoon, or if you're watching this in the ass crack of dawn, have yourselves a good morning as well. I dearly hope that you all continue enjoying my content, and I hope that you all will stick around, because I hope to have some good stuff out. But hey, I have no schedule, and you shouldn't expect much from me, because I don't know. I don't got a lot. I don't got a lot planned past a certain point, but I am hoping that these next Friend Sim videos are a lot smoother to make. But until next video, whenever that may be, I'll see y'all on the flip side. Have yourselves a lovely time, and I'll see you later. Deuces.